Hi everybody, it's Friday and I've got a journal here with me today. It's a sewing based sewing themed journal. There we go. I must need another cup of coffee. And I did it in a burlap and put some different fabrics, part of a crochet doily. I'm really liking this look. And a safety pin here. And a little rosette, and this is a picture frame, and I put a vintage image of some mannequins. And there's the back. And I really went overkill on this one. I left all the threads, because, you know, it's a sewing journal, so it should be thready. And look at that. Watch this. This is a chunky monkey. It's got so much stuff in it, I kept getting idea after idea. So if you like chunky monkeys, this is for you. Over here, I put some buttons on a string, but I let it hang down past the cover because I knew that, you know, if it was on the inside, it would just add more bulk. So, and that's just what this journal doesn't need. So, I put a piece of coffee dyed paper with some stamping on it. And this has got a burlap pocket like the front cover, same material. Some laces, a whole bunch of different fabrics, and some seam binding. Over here, I've got a pocket with a card tucked in. And the pocket is different fabrics. And a part of a doily, and then some buttons, and then a threader. And then a pretty image in the background. And I used trim to edge some of the pages in this one. Over here, this is I got some vintage, you can tell by the designs, I got some vintage images. I'm having a rough time today, y'all. Patterns at an estate sale. And then I put some different fabrics. This book is all about fabric, too. And on top of a spool with a little lace flower. That's a Vogue pattern. And a card over here. I used mannequin cutouts for the, and put some real pretty gold and beige yarn on it. The background of hats there. I stitched it in black. Nice. Everything in here is themed for sewing. Another mannequin image here with the yarn flower. And a little card here for writing. With some fabrics on the paper clip. Yeah, this is overkill. Some of the pattern paper from that I pulled out of this envelope. And this is a page of just different fabrics, and I used the pinking shears to kind of give it a pretty edge, and some yarn running down, and then the trim. This is just here for pretty, part of a crochet doily there. This is an applique, and it has a pearl on it, a whole bunch of different fabrics behind it, and I just kind of inked the edges and put two little cards in there. Another pocket here. Pretty image in the background. Another little mannequin shape with a little tuck spot. Or a tuck spot, I should say. Pretty lace there. This is an image, an image. It's three. This is a page out of a book that I found at an estate sale, and it's all about sewing. So I put that in there. Got a little mannequin going on here and some patterned paper. And the mannequin shape with a Rolodex card. A little spool tuck spot. Some yarn, some machine threads. I put a little bit of gesso over it to kind of tone it down a little bit. It was a little bit too yellow, so I just did that. Another tuck spot over here with some of the trim and seam binding. More of the same. This is actually the back side of that pattern paper. What is it? Oh, Lord have mercy. Anyway, it's the back of that envelope that the pattern paper came in. There we go. Hello. Some images here. Images. Fabric. Boy, is this some kind of day for me. All different fabrics here. Little rosette, seam binding, just all kinds of stuff with a little puffy card there. Yeah, they're part of that removing old hemline. And it's just got all kinds of neat things about sewing on it. Little tuck spot here. Another belly band there. With the little buttons. I just went crazy with the buttons. I know it adds so much thickness to the book, but I could not help myself. Another beautiful crocheted pocket there with the eyelet trim. This is just here for pretty. Sometimes you just need a pretty. Another page with all the different fabrics on it. And trim running down the edge there. I'll put some snippets in here. Little snippets. More of that pattern paper. Nice places to write. Thick pages. Another tuck spot with the spool and the yarn. Little card. I made a pocket out of some buttons, button card. And then I put 2 tags there. It's got, of course, a sewing theme in that one. And then this is some little mini tags. And it's stamped and inked up there. Come here, little dude. Tiny, tiny button, little mini button. Something about minis. And a little bit of trim there. And on the back, I had some snaps in my sewing box, and I put that as the pocket. And looky there, I didn't stuff it. I'll go do that right now, but that is a little tuck spot there with a bunch of different fabrics. And then this is the same as the front. It's got the lace with a whole bunch of different fabrics and the seam binding with all the buttons. And then I put this, I really like this, so I put millinery there. I think that's a Tim Holtz stamp. And it's, you can write on the back of it. It's got the crinkle paper on the back. And it's a tuck spot pocket thingy with a little card. Tuck spot pocket thingy. And there's the back again with a nice burlap and the front. But it's a big one. But I just couldn't stop. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, everybody, thank you so much for being here with me this Friday, and I will see you in the next videos. Bye-bye, everybody.